Well, hey guys, how you guys doing? It's Jamie Soriano here from New York, and wanted to take a couple of minutes to teach you a strategy, a marketing strategy that you can use to generate leads and sponsor people into your business using direct response marketing. Okay, more specifically using Craigslist. And Craigslist is an underused website, in my opinion, because a lot of people are fighting for leads on Facebook. They're fighting for leads on YouTube, and there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, obviously using social media sites like Facebook and YouTube and Twitter and all those great sites are great. Okay, and you definitely want to get involved with that. I certainly am involved with that as well. But there's an untapped resource in Craigslist, and if you want to use direct response marketing and you know bring people into your primary business straight away, it's a great resource for you. And I'm going to show you how to use it real quick. And there's actually a lot of ways to use Craigslist. I'm actually going to show you one way on this video, and I'll probably use I'll probably put together 2 or 3 other follow-up videos or follow-up webinars to this to showcase and highlight some of the other ways that I use it. But today I'm going to show you one way, a very simple way that I actually personally use Craigslist for. And outside of my list building and outside of generating leads through my blog and through my videos and stuff like that, I actually generate about anywhere from 5 to 10 leads a day on Craigslist. And some of you guys might be saying, well, 5 to 10 leads a day, that's not a lot of leads. Well, number one, it is a lot of leads, okay, for people that are not getting any leads a day. But with this type of marketing, you're not really looking for quantity. You're actually looking for quality, okay? Because I'd rather get 5 to 10 leads a day that actually speak to me, or that I pick up the phone and they're actually waiting for my call, or that we connect on a daily basis and I could talk to them about my business, then if I was generating 200 or 300 leads a day, but I'm not speaking to any of them. Okay, now again, there's nothing wrong with that, and I certainly still build an email list. But I'm going to teach you some straight away, go for the throat marketing techniques in this video using specifically Craigslist. Okay, so enough with me kind of introing this. Let me just jump right into it. And before I go into the actual, what to do and how to do it, because I don't really have any PowerPoint slides for this video. I'm just going to show you straight away, click here, click there. I'm going to show you how to do it. Let me just kind of preface it by just kind of explaining to you some key concepts, because I really think that you need to understand some key concepts to make this thing work or to add it to your routine. Okay, so first and foremost, let's talk about warm market versus cold market. Okay, and when I talk about Craigslist marketing, I'm gonna categorize that as cold market. Okay, because you don't know these people, they don't know you. Now you're gonna build a relationship with the people that you connect with, but right away, you really don't know these people. It's cold market. Should you start with cold market right away? I believe that you should, I believe that you should dip into the cold market after you've run out of your warm market. I really do believe that. Okay, so warm market really is where you should start. It's where you're going to get the best results, the fastest results. And if you've run through your warm market and you want to do Craigslist marketing or things like that, then great, do that. Okay, I don't think Craigslist marketing should supersede or take priority over you putting together a list of people, contacting those people, sharing your opportunity with them, maybe inviting them over to your house for a home party, or getting them on a webinar, or getting them out to a local meeting. I think that's where you should start. You're going to get the best result, the fastest results doing that. And then if you've run through everyone in your warm market, if you run through everybody in your warm market, which, I don't think that there's ever going to be a point where you're going to run through everybody. But if you run through your warm market and burn through your warm market, then you want to, start generating some leads, I'm going to show you some cool techniques how to do that. Okay. Or if you are working your warm market and you just want to add some extra activity and just add some extra leads or something like that, then yeah, you can do that. Every time I show strategies like this, it always worries me a little bit, because a lot of people, they'll take this strategy and they'll do this instead of working their warm market. And what I'm trying to tell you here, and hopefully I'm making my point because I'm really driving it to you, is you need to work your warm market first and foremost. That takes priority. That's like activity A. And activity B would be working your cold market, aka generating leads on a classified site like Craigslist and working those leads. The other thing I want to talk about real quick is attraction marketing versus direct response marketing. Two different animals, and they should be treated differently. Okay, you need to approach them differently because it's two different methodologies, two different philosophies. And if you walk into the game thinking that they're the same, you're gonna have you're gonna run into some snags. Okay, so attraction marketing, first and foremost, and this is a loose definition, is you sharing your content, you sharing your value, you sharing information with the marketplace, and having people come to you, or having people enter your email list or your funnel, and then you can actually share more value and put videos out there, put some content out there, and share it with them, and eventually promote your business to them on the back end. And there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, I certainly do a lot of attraction marketing. There's a lot of successful people online that do a lot of attraction marketing, but you need to know what it is, because direct response is not like that. Direct response marketing is more like, hey, here's my ad, here's what I'm promoting, here's what my business is about. If you're not interested, great. If you're interested, click here. You know what I mean? It's not there's not so much of sharing videos and sharing content and here read my blog post and read my article, and you're not kind of courting them too much. You're basically saying, look, here's my ad, are you interested? And it's like you kind of sharing your business on the front end. Again, there's nothing wrong with that either. You just need to know the difference so you can attack each strategy differently. Okay, so when I'm doing a lot of attraction marketing online, there's a certain way that I do it. Okay, when I do direct response marketing, let's say like on Craigslist, let's say, there's a certain way I do that. Okay, and I don't intermix either one, because if I got on Craigslist and I said, well, hey, here's my value, here's my video, check out this blog post, check out this article, visit my blog, it's not going to work. You know what I mean? And if vice versa, if I was on my blog and just shoving my business down people's throats and not sharing any value, that might not work as well either. Okay, so you just need to know the difference between the two so that you can approach each differently. And so let me talk to you about Craigslist. Okay, Craigslist is again, it's an underused site, I believe. There's not really a lot of people using it, which is good. Okay, because there's not a lot of competition. Because the people that are using Craigslist, a lot of times they're not using it right. So you can actually stand out of the crowd real easily, real quickly. And again, because there's not a lot of people utilizing Craigslist, you can go in there and scoop up a ton of leads. Okay, it's not like Facebook where it's like everybody and their mother is on Facebook, trying to sponsor people and fight for leads and promote their business. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. But you can sneak right in the back door here and start generating 5 or 10 leads a day utilizing Craigslist, because there's a ton of traffic on Craigslist. Let's look at it. 20 billion page views per month. Okay, 20 billion page views per month. That's a lot of traffic, guys. Number 7 worldwide in terms of page views. Number 9 in total traffic in the USA. And 50 million people in the US alone use Craigslist. Okay, so just understand that there's a ton of traffic. There's a lot of people, roaming around on Craigslist, and if you can get in front of the right people, if you can get in front of the right target audience, if you can get in front of people that are already looking for you, and you can position yourself or your business in front of them, you could stand to generate some really cool high qualities. Now again, nothing's perfect. You're going to get knuckleheads sometimes, just like you get knuckleheads that enter your email list. Okay, that's okay. That's all part of it. Don't worry about that. But just imagine every day you're getting an average of 2, 3, 4 people, maybe 5 people that are quality leads that are getting on the phone with you, or you getting on the phone with them, and you're sharing your business with them. It's worth it. It's worth it. Okay, you'll be able to sponsor some folks. So here's the 5 steps that I'm going to talk about, and I'm going to reference these 5 steps back and forth. Okay, so you can actually replay this video if you need to and watch it as many times as you want, because I'm going to break down each one of these things. The first step when it comes to Craigslist marketing is you want to identify where you're going to send the lead. Okay, because it's one thing to have an ad on Craigslist. It's one thing to position your ad in front of people that are already looking for you or are looking aggressively for what it is that you're offering. But once they click on your ad, where are you going to send them? Because where you send them will dictate, number 1, your ad copy, and how you position that ad. But number 2, you'll have to set up whatever it is that you need to set up for them when they click that ad to end up at. So what do I mean by that? Well, if somebody sees an ad, okay, let's say I place an ad, okay, what do I want them to do once they see that ad? There has to be a call to action, okay? Every ad that you're going to place, you need to have a call to action. Well, one of the places you can send those leads, okay, or those people is to a lead capture page, okay? And if you don't know what a lead capture page is, it's basically a page where you know, you can actually capture their email information. They'll land on the page, and I'll have a call to action there on that page saying, hey, for more information, submit your name, submit your email. And then once they do that, a lot of times they'll get access to your website, and you can share some videos there, okay? But to do that, okay, you need to make sure that you have a high converting lead capture page. I'm actually not going to talk about lead capture pages in this video. And the strategy that I'm going to teach you today doesn't have anything to do with lead capture pages, but I did want to put this here because I wanted to make clear to you that you have options. You have options when people see your ad and they click through, right? And they take you up on your call to action. There are some options for you. It doesn't have to be what I'm going to show you here today, which is having them fill out an online application. I'm actually going to teach you that strategy today because that actually is working for me, and I'm going to show you what works for me. But it's a cool way to really pre-qualify people, and get on the phone with the right people, because you don't want to waste your time with the wrong people. Okay. The other thing you could do is you can actually have them call a 1-800 number where they'll usually hear a replay or a recording that you put together, and in that recording there's going to be a call to action like leave your name and number. I'll get back with you within 48 hours, something like that. And I've done that as well too. I'm actually testing some cool things using that. But today, again, I'm not going to talk about that. I'll probably do that in a follow-up video. Today, I'm going to talk about mostly having them fill out an online application. Okay. The second step to this, because I'm going to run through these steps and then I'm going to come back and break them down, is to actually create the ad. I'm going to show you how to create an ad. It's not that difficult. You can actually create an ad real quick, real simple, using something called Jing Pro and PowerPoint. Okay, so you can get that done real quick. I'm going to show you how easy it is. And again, you don't have to be a graphic designer to come up with a really professional done ad. Okay, now you might have to play with some ad copy. You might have to tweak some ad copy. You might have to, and if you don't know what ad copy is, that's basically the words that are on your ad. And sometimes you'll place an ad and you'll find out that the ad copy is not really converting. That's okay. Just, you know, you can come back, change the ad, change the words. You might even want to change the image or the picture that's in your ad. A lot of it is you're going to test it, so don't worry about it. Okay, the whole process of doing this, you're going to be testing things along the way anyhow. But I'm going to show you how you can put up an ad real quick, again, without being some fancy schmancy graphic designer. The third step is how to upload that ad. Okay, upload that ad to Craigslist Ad Tracker and create a tracker. Okay, now Craigslist Ad Tracker. You know, this whole Craigslist strategy this whole Craigslist marketing strategy or marketing system. It's a free strategy. Okay, the only thing that it's going to cost you is to get this Craigslist Ad Tracker, and it's a very minimal investment. I believe it's, and don't quote me on this, and I'll actually show you exactly in a minute here, but I believe it's something like $13 a month. For $13 a month, you can use Craigslist Ad Tracker, okay? Or if you want to prepay for 6 months or prepay for the year, you can do that as well. But it's as low as $13 a month, and now you have you know, you have a whole system here where you can actually take your ad, load it up, and you can track how many people are viewing your ad, how many people are clicking your ad. And again, why is that important? Because you want to know which ads are converting the most. You want to know which ads are actually working, because if you can find an ad of yours that's actually working, now you've hit the mother lode. Now you can just keep on using that ad because you know it's going to convert and you know it's going to work. But if you have an ad that's not working, you can just, you know, either tweak it, change it, and you know, hopefully you'll raise the conversions, or you can just get rid of it altogether. But you need to know that as a marketer, as a business person, as an entrepreneur, you need to know what's working, what's not working through your testing. And that's why creating a tracker is so important. Okay, and again, I'm going to show you that in a minute here. Nothing I'm going to show you here is difficult or technical. You know, it's really simple. Okay, so don't worry about it. The fourth thing is to actually post the ad to Craigslist. Okay, post the ad to Craigslist. And again, one of the cool things about using this ad tracker, this Craigslist ad tracker, whoops, one of the cool things about it is you can actually take your ad, right, when you upload it, it'll convert it to an HTML code. Now, why am I mentioning that? Because when you post ads to Craigslist, right, a lot of times Craigslist will actually send their spiders out, and if the ad has things like, or has terms or words like network marketing, multi-level marketing, MLM, work from home, home-based business, residual income, unlimited opportunity, or any of those, you know, any of those similar terms or phrases that typically you'll put inside of your ad, a lot of times they'll send their spiders out, and if they see that, they'll delete your ad. They might ghost your ad, okay, which means that it's not going to show up anywhere, and they might even suspend your account because, you know, just like a lot of other places on the internet, they don't really want to have people posting, you know, for MLM opportunities or business opportunities. So how do you get around that? Well, if you take your ad and convert it into an HTML code, guess what? When the spiders go out and check out your ad, they're not going to see those terms. They're not going to see the words like business opportunity, MLM, network marketing, blah, blah, blah. They're just going to see the code, okay? But when visitors see your ad, because the words are going to be embedded on the ad that you created, the picture that you create, I'm going to show you that in a minute, you know, they'll be able to read, you know, whatever it is you want them to read. So it's pretty cool. It's a pretty slick way to get around getting your ad ghosted or deleted or getting your account suspended. I'm going to show you how to do that too. It's real simple. And then last but not least is just, like I mentioned before, just track and improve, right? Once you find an ad that converts, you know, just keep using that ad, right? If you find one that doesn't convert, just tweak it and change it, okay? So it's not that big of a deal. So let's go run through these, okay? I'm gonna see if I can run through these pretty quick, but enough to give you what you need to do, okay? So in this in this video, I'm going to talk about how to send them to an online application, okay? Well, here's let me just go here for a second. Here's Craigslist, by the way, okay? And what you want to do is you want to set up the online application first, okay? So one place you can go to set up these online applications is a site called wufoo.com. That's WUFOO.com, wufoo.com. And you can actually set up a free account. Now, there's other accounts, okay, that you can actually pay for, like, you know, it'll have all the bells and whistles, but you can actually sign up for a free account and play around with this, and then if you get more serious, and you start pulling some leads and sponsoring some people, you can always upgrade if you want, but a free account will suffice because that's all you pretty much need, okay? With this account, with this Wufoo, now I'm going to log in actually. Okay, so I actually just started using this. There's a couple of things here that I still got to figure out, but for the most part, it's pretty simple. What you'll do is you'll actually create a form, okay? Once you sign up, you can actually create a form. Okay, so once you log in, you'll end up on the home page. You can actually click on new form. Now, as you can see here, I already have 2 forms that I've created that I've been using actually. But for you, you might not have that. That's okay. Just create a new form, okay? And once you create your form, it's real simple. You can actually just type in here, and you can actually watch the tutorials if you want to. Also, I'm not going to spend too much time showing you how to do this, because again, it's pretty straightforward, pretty straight away. All you got to do is click this, right? Type in whatever you want there, right? Like this. Right? And then you can actually go through this whole thing, okay? And you can put as many fields as you want. So I'm going to show you one of the fields that I've created here. Give me 1 second here. One second. Okay. Okay. So here's one of the forms that I created here. Okay, and all I did was show you, like I showed you over here, create the title, right? Create the description. It actually shows up on the form, right? 10,000 per month application, and then I typed in here these words: please provide complete, clearly thought out answers. This is an application to work with a team that is producing results that have never been seen before in the industry. We take this process seriously, and so should you, because only the very best, most thought out applications will be accepted. Then you can add in all the different fields. Here's the name, email, phone number, and then here's some questions. You can actually come up with some questions that you think you would like to ask them. You can copy some of these questions. But question one is, what network marketing or MLM experience do you have? I'm going to show you step by step how to create a highly successful business. How can you guarantee me that you will not quit? Right? So this is pretty straightforward. Okay, it's basically me doing like a virtual interview, right? And they got to sign the online application. And there's something psychologically, there's something that happens psychologically with this, is because they're trying to qualify. You know, it puts me in the posture position immediately because they're trying to qualify, right? I'm not begging them. They're actually selling me on why I should call them back, or why I should consider them for joining the business. Some key questions here, like this one here, it says, if chosen, are you able to make a minimum required investment of $4.99 in the next 3 days? Yes or no? I want to know that. Okay, why? Because if they tell me that they can't come up with $4.99, right? Depending on what the other answers might be, but I may not call them, or I might put them at the bottom of the stack and get back to them later. Because who am I going to speak to and give more priority to? Well, the people that say that they can come up with $4.99, obviously, right? Those are the people I want to speak to straight away. Because if I can just show them what our opportunity is about, or I can show them what my business is about, and they get excited about it and they see the value of it, well, guess what? They can come up with the $4.99 because they said that it's not a problem, right? So it's something. It's very, very important. I'm going to show you an example here. Let me show you an example real quick. Let me just freeze my screen real quick here. I'm going to show you a quick example of this. Okay. Okay, so here are some applications that have come in. Here are some applications that have come in, right? I didn't have too many applications today because I didn't place an ad today. But over the last couple of days, they've been trickling in, right? And this one here, if I just clicked off this person, I'm just going to scroll down real quick, right? I can go through some of these questions. What network marketing or MLM experience do you have? Because what happens is when they fill out this application and they submit it, you'll actually get this in your email, right? It'll have your question and their answers. You'll get it sent to your email inbox, and it'll also record it also in your back office here, right? If you go to forms, it'll actually tell you how many people have entered in today, and I'll tell you what the information is that they put as far as answers to your questions. But here's an example, okay? Question number 2, and I'm doing this on the fly here, so I don't even know what some of these people wrote here, but question number 2, I'm going to show you step by step how to create a highly successful business. How can you guarantee me that you will not quit? And then he said, if I start making money, I will not quit. All right, here's some important things I want to know, okay? If chosen, are you able to make a minimum required investment of $4.99 in the next 3 days? No, he said no, okay? So should I call this person back? Maybe, right? I don't know. I'm probably not going to be in a rush to call him. He's not going to be a priority to call, obviously, because he doesn't have $4.99, and that's what it costs to get in the business, right? But if he said yes, I would obviously call him immediately right back. Now, this person I may or may not call, but it all depends on some of the other answers. Like, for example, question number 5, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being, are you ready to do whatever it takes right now to create wealth, time, and freedom in your life? What level are you? And he put here, as long as it's honest, I'll do whatever it takes to make money. Okay, not really the answer I'm looking for, because I'm looking for on a scale of 1 to 10, because I want to see how serious he is. But then I'll look at this question: are you willing to trust me and do what I know will get you results, even if it feels uncomfortable? No, he put no. He's not willing to do that. So should I call this person? Should I waste my time to really call this person? Probably, I don't know, right? Probably not. He might not be a priority person to speak to. Okay. But here's my point. Isn't it cool that you have these questions answered before you pick up the phone? Because when you're calling people back or you're calling leads, man, I've been in situations before where I've called a lead back, Man, and all they did was ask me questions, right? All they did was, quote unquote, pick my brain. They would ask me all these questions, and it's like, look, are you interested in getting started or what? Oh, no, I'm not really interested. So why'd you get me on the phone? Why are we having this conversation? Just so you can pick my brain, right? I mean, it doesn't make sense, right? It's just a waste of time. And so this right here will help you qualify leads, and they'll even tell you whether or not you should even get on the phone. Let me give you another example here. All right, so this person here, boom, 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 right? Here's just some samples of some of the answers that he put. What is your current level of experience? I have tried but no success. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being, are you ready to do whatever it takes right now to create wealth, time, and freedom in your life? What level are you at? Definitely a 10, right? Well, that's good. That's a good answer. Okay, this person he's ready to create wealth, time, and freedom, right? If chosen, are you able to make a minimum required investment of $4.99? Yes. All right, that's a high quality lead, right? Because he said he's on a scale of 1 to 10, he's ready. He has the $4.99, and are you willing to trust me and do what I know will get you results? Yes. Right? Describe in detail your goals and dreams. He said, I want this to happen. But here's my point. Just based on these last 3 answers, I'll call this person, right? He's pre-qualified. He's telling me that he's ready. He's telling me that he's willing to listen and learn from me, right, and be coachable. And he's telling me that he has the money to get started. Like, who would you rather speak to, this person or the person I pulled just before this person? Obviously, this person, right? Now, I'm not saying that other person is bad. I'm not saying that, who knows? I may even call that person just for the fun of it, right? But this person here, I'm going to call right away, right? But my point is this: I'm trying to explain to you is you have some very critical and vital information before you even call them. Okay. Okay. Here's another one. If chosen, are you able to make a minimum required investment $4.99? Yes. Are you willing to trust me and do what I know will get results, even if it feels uncomfortable at times? Yes. Right. Good quality prospect or a good quality lead. Okay, I'm trying to look for maybe some that are not so good quality, right? Here's one. Okay, here's one that I wanted to kind of show you. Question 5, right? On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being, are you ready to do whatever it takes? He put a 9. Okay, which I don't know why you wouldn't just say 10, but okay, he put a 9, which is pretty high, right? It's pretty high. If chosen, are you able to make a minimum required investment of $4.99 in the next 3 days? No. Are you willing to trust me and do what I know will get you results, even if it feels uncomfortable at times? Yes. Okay. So he's saying, look, he's willing to learn, he's willing to get trained, and on a scale of 1 to 10, he's very high when it comes to his desire to create wealth and time and freedom in his life, but he doesn't have the $4.99. So what I'll do is I'll probably give him a call and say, well, you're telling me that you're ready, you're telling me that you want to create wealth, time, and freedom in your life, but you don't have the $4.99, okay? Well, let's talk about it. Did you say no to that question because I put there in the next 3 days? Can you come up with it if you had a little more time, right? Or I would say, how serious were you when you answered that question? Because most people can come up with the $4.99. They just want to see value first, or they just don't see what the value is first in doing it, and that's why they'll put no, okay? Let's have a quick chat about it. And I'll talk to him about it then, okay? Because you can't tell me that you're serious about changing your life and you're willing to get uncomfortable, but you can't come up with $4.99, okay? You certainly can. So here I have about 20 different leads that I need to call today, right after I put up this video. But my point is this: my point is that you can pre-qualify and get some vital and critical information from your leads before you even pick up the phone and call them. Okay, so that's important. Okay, that's important. So you can go ahead and create this form on woofu.com. Really simple. Again, you can get a free account and do this. It's all pretty straightforward. It's pretty simple actually. So that's number 1. Okay, you identify where you're going to send them, and again, in this video, I'm actually showing you how to do an online application. Number 2 is how to create the ad. Now, how are you going to create the ad? Well, you're going to create the ad right on PowerPoint. You're going to create the ad right on PowerPoint. And there's a lot of different ads you can create. You can create image ads. You can create all types of stuff. But what you're going to do is you're actually going to create it right on PowerPoint. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you how to do this real quick. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go on. I'm going to go on. I'm going to go on Google, right? And then I'll go ahead and type in, you know, a term. Okay, something like maybe and I'm doing this on the fly here, so bear with me. I'll say something like home business, right? And what I'm doing is I'm actually looking for an image. All right, this is pretty cool, right? I'm actually looking for an image that I can use to create my ad. Okay, and you can, again, you could play with this as much as you want. You can use different images. You can use, you know, a smaller image, a bigger image. It's all really up to your own creativity here. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on this one right here. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to download it. Give me 1 second here for a sec. 1 second. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to download it right to my desktop, so I know where it is. Okay. And I'm actually going to change the file name and put home business. Okay. So I downloaded it right to my desktop, right? And you'll obviously download it right to your desktop as well. And then I'm going to go to my PowerPoint here, right? Because I want to take that image and put it here so I can add some text to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and enter picture. Wait, hold on 1 second. Okay, I'll enter picture. Let me just look for that picture real quick. I put it on my desktop. Okay, so I could find it pretty easy. Let's see, here it is. Okay. All right, so there's that image. Okay, now I have it here on my PowerPoint, and I could make it a little bit bigger here. And I could stretch it out a little bit if I wanted to, just a little bit, not too much. Okay. And then what I'll do is I'll go ahead and add some text to it. So I'll put something like I could, and again, this is something you can play around with, but I'll just put, I'll take some word art here, and let me move this box up here. I'll put something like, you know, work from home, right? You see how that looks? And again, don't copy this ad because I'm obviously not putting any thought into the copy. I'm just kind of playing around with it just to show you how simple this is. I'll actually show you an exact ad that I have so you can see what one looks like. But this is basically you know, how simple it is that you can do this. You can actually add some wording here. You can add a text box here, and put make money from home, right? You can add that in there. You can even add some shapes, right? So I'll probably add a shape over here, put it down here, and I'll put click here to apply, right? Because I want them to click on the ad so they can apply, get to my online application. I might want to make that font just a little bit bigger. Right, and I can bold it out if I wanted. I could maybe shade it. I could even change the color. If I don't like blue, I can just change the color over here, make it red, make it yellow, right? Whatever I really wanted to do, right? So you see how easy this is, okay? And you can play around with it. Now again, if I was driving them to a 1-800 number, I would put the 1-800 number here. I would say to listen to a recording, call 1-800 blah blah blah. If I was driving them to a lead capture page, I would put here, click here to get more information, and then when they click there, we go to a lead capture page. My point is that whatever you're trying to drive them to, your call to action, you can put that right here using this. It's very, very simple. So here's my ad, okay? And again, I'll show you one of my exact ads in a minute here. So don't copy this one. but I want to show you how simple it is to create these on PowerPoint. What I'll do is I'll actually pull this little sun thing on top of my, if you see this, right, it's a little software that you can actually download for free. It's called Jing Pro. You can actually Google it, Jing Pro, go to their website, download this for free, because this allows you to take pictures of your screen, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to take this capture, I'm going to click, right, and then what it's going to allow me to do is going to allow me to take a picture of this. And I use this a lot. I actually use it to take pictures of all types of things on the internet, okay? But in this case, I'm using it for my ad, okay? So what I'll do is I'll click Capture Image, and I'll just put a demo, right? And then I'll save it. It'll save it right to my hard drive, my desktop actually. Okay, so done deal, okay? So I have my ad. Let me just look for it here real quick. All right, there's my ad. Okay, if I click on it, there's my ad that I'm going to upload to Craigslist. Okay, real simple. Now let me show you an actual ad, and I have a couple that I use actually, but this is one that works real well. Here's an ad that I put together. I copied this image, right, and I actually put a red border around it so it'll kind of pop a little bit. But here's my headline for my little ad there. I put Entrepreneurs Wanted. And then over here in a couple of lines, I actually described what my business was about. And as you can see here, it's pretty straightforward. Okay, have fun with sales and earn what you're worth. Our company's positioned to be the next billion-dollar health and wellness direct sales company. Work from anywhere, earn immediate and residual income, full-time training, and amazing team camaraderie. Proven 7-year-old company. Leaders are making 6 to 7 figures a year. Click here to apply. Right. So as you can see here, it's straightforward. It's like I'm not even hiding the fact that, you know, it's a direct sales company. I'm not hiding the fact that it's a health company or a nutritional company. I'm not hiding the fact that you can work from anywhere or make residual income. You know, it's straight in your face. Okay, it's a direct response. If someone's not interested in this, they won't even click, and that's okay. I don't want them to click. But I know that if someone clicks on this and fills out that application, that they're super targeted. They're super high quality. I mean, they've been kind of quote unquote pre-screened, because they, number one, saw my ad, right, and didn't click off. They actually clicked through, and then they took the time to fill out that application. I know that when I pick up the phone, that's a super hot, targeted prospect. Okay, I hope you see that. Okay, it's not something I gotta court or woo and give a ton of videos to and have them come to my blog a million times. I don't have to do that. Okay, it's pretty straightforward and pretty straight away. Okay, so anyway, that's just a copy of or something you can look at as far as an ad. And what I'll do, okay, because now let's look at this real quick. Now that we've created the ad, what we're going to do is we're going to upload the ad to Craigslist Ad Tracker and create a tracker. Okay, real simple here. You can go to Craigslist Ad Tracker, and let me see here. The cost of this, okay, if you go to CraigslistAdTracker.com/MLSP, you'll actually be able to get a much, a very, very discounted price, because most people who don't know about this /MLSP, they usually pay probably about double the price here. But I'm giving you the hookup here. If you / and put MLSP, you'll get a very much discounted price here. So as you can see here, it's $13.49 a month. You can use this. If you want to prepay for 6 months, it's $49 for 6 months, and if you want to pay for the whole year, it's $79. Okay, so whichever one fits in your budget, you can use that. And I'm going to just log in, show you how simple this is. Okay, so here, real quick, and you can see I have a ton of ads here, but one of the things that this will allow you to do is it'll actually show you, how many people are clicking through your ads. Okay, how many people are clicking through your ads. So, for example, if I was looking at Craigslist Add to Online Application 1 versus Craigslist Add to Online Application 1B, right? And I was testing each one of these, and I wanted to see which one works more and which one doesn't. I can look at how many people clicked on that ad. And for example, this one here had 85. This one had 54. So clearly the winner is this ad right here, right? So I can, if I was testing that or seeing which one of these ads work better, I can easily see that through the numbers here, through the data, right? If I was comparing Craigslist ad to online application 2 versus Craigslist ad to Craigslist ad to online application 2, but this one, clearly 53 versus 114, clearly this one is converting much more, right? So I can track that. Very, very simple. So here's how I would upload that ad that I just created. I would go to image tracking. Okay, and I have a bunch of images here already, but I would go to upload image. Okay, go to upload image. I would click on add file. Okay, click on add file. Let me just do that again. I don't know if you saw that. I would click on add file, and then I would look for that ad on my desktop here. So it's demo Craigslist ad, and then I would just go ahead and open it and then upload it. Okay, so now I have it in there. If I want to view it, I can actually see, I believe it's this one here. There, no, that's not it. Let me see here. It's this one, demo Craigslist ad. See? But here's what I'm looking for. I'm actually looking for the code. See this code? So I've taken this image of my ad and created a code. This thing created a code for me, and then I would just copy and paste that code, and then I would go to link tracking because I want to create a tracker because I want to know how many people are clicking through that ad. So what I'll do is where it says link text, right, or image code, right? This is an image code. I'll just paste that code right in there. I'll create a title for this. I'll put a demo ad. I'll put here for training, right? And then it's going to ask me her destination URL. Now, what's a destination URL? That's basically where I want that person to end up when they click through my ad. So if I was to grab this URL right here, this is my online application, I would copy this URL, right, of my form, and I would just paste it right here. Paste it right into the destination URL. And that's it. Okay, this is optional. I don't even mess around with this. I'll just go ahead and click generate code. And there's my ad right here. Okay, here's my ad that I can copy and paste on Craigslist. But as you can see here, if Craigslist sends their spiders out to see my ads, they're not going to see any of their, their quote-unquote red alert terms like MLM, network marketing, home-based business. What they're going to see is all this gibberish here, this code. Okay, that's what they're going to see. So here we've uploaded the ad, we've created a tracker. As you can see, it's pretty simple, and then we're just going to post it to Craigslist. Okay. Now what I'll do here is, let me go to Craigslist here. Okay, and I'll go ahead and log into my account. Okay. Now, as you can see, I have some ads already running. So I'm actually going to show you how to upload this. I'm going to show you how to post it, but I'm actually not going to publish it onto Craigslist. Number one, because it's a demo ad, and the ad copy is all wacky. But I want to show you what it looks like and how easy it is. Okay. But as you can see, some of these are my ads here that I have running. I'll just very simply go to click on new posting. And then for me, I actually live in Long Island, so I'm actually going to go to Long Island. Where's Long Island here? Okay. Click on go. Right. I'll click on job offered. And then here I'm going to choose a category. I need to choose a category. And I'm going to click on sales jobs. Okay, so here all I got to do is just input everything I want here to be on my ad. First and foremost, I'm going to grab the actual ad. Okay, so here's that HTML code, right? I'm just going to copy it and paste it. Put that right in the body of my ad. I'm going to go ahead and create a title for my ad. Okay, now you say, what is that? That's one, if you've ever been on Craigslist before and you're scrolling through Craigslist, that's the little titles that you see, and you click through that and you actually see the ad. So it's actually very, very important, because if you have a title that's not really compelling people to click through it or click on it, they're not even going to see the body of your ad. They're not even going to see the nice ad that you've created. So it's important that you put together a nice title. And this one here, for demo purposes, I'm just going to put Entrepreneurs Wanted. Oops, Entrepreneurs Wanted. Spell this right. Okay, why? Because I want entrepreneurs. I don't want people looking for a job. I don't want people looking for minimum wage. I don't want people looking for, $4 an hour. I'm looking for people that are entrepreneurial minded. Okay, because I'm qualifying them. I'm trying to narrow down. I'm casting this wide net, but then as they go through the process of going through the ad, filling out the online application, and they're going through that whole funnel, I'm trying to weed out, certain people. Okay, so here I'm going to put Entrepreneur Wanted. I'm actually going to spice this up, because I'm going to go to I'm going to add some icons around it so it'll pop a little bit more and people will notice it. So I'll go back here to Craigslist Ad Tracker, and this is another cool thing that you can do with Craigslist Ad Tracker. And go to Tools, go to Fancy Ad Titles, and let me just grab one of these icons. I can grab anyone really, but I'm just going to go ahead and grab this one just for demo purposes. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that little code underneath this picture. And I'm going to go back to Craigslist, and I'm going to put it, I could put it once or I could put it twice. I'm going to put it twice. And I'm going to do it on the other end too, so each side will have two little stars. Then it'll pop. I'm going to show you what it looks like in a second here. Specific location, well, because I'm posting this in the Long Island section, I'm going to go ahead and put Long Island. And then compensation, I'm going to put commissions, bonuses, and residual income. Okay, pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I'm going to click continue. Okay, and this is what the ad looks like, or what it would look like. I'm actually not going to publish this, obviously, but here in the Long Island section, under jobs, under sales jobs, you see the two little stars, right? Because I grabbed that little, the little code underneath that picture and I added it twice. Then Entrepreneurs Wanted, and then two more stars. And then when people click on that, they end up on my ad and they can see my ad here, right? Work from home, make money from home, click here to apply. Of course, don't copy the, use a, put some thought into your ad copy a little bit. But as you can see here, it's pretty simple. Now, if I clicked continue, it would actually post this to Craigslist. Real simple. I'm not going to click continue, obviously, because I don't want to post this, number one. But this is, this is how simple it is. It literally takes me about 5 minutes to 10 minutes max, a day, to throw some ads up on Craigslist. It doesn't take any time whatsoever out of my schedule, and I could just do it. I probably do it once in the morning and once in the evening, right? Because those are two good times to do it. Okay, in the morning, because a lot of times people will go to work, they probably hate what they're doing, but they get to work early and they jump on the internet, and a lot of times they'll end up on Craigslist looking for, for things that they can do. Or if someone's, at home, they'll usually get up, grab a cup of coffee, get on their computer, jump on Craigslist. So posting it in the morning is a good rule. Typically around 8 a.m. And then in the evening around 7, 8, 7:30ish, you can post again, okay? Because that's when people get home from work, probably had a miserable day. They get on Craigslist. They're looking for some stuff. It's just a good, a good rule of thumb. Okay, once in the morning, once in the evening. You might want to do one in the afternoon, but I'll usually just do once in the morning, once in the evening. Okay, but as you can see here, if someone clicks through this, I'm actually going to show you this because it'll function. If someone clicks here and they say click here to apply and they click it, it takes them right to my application. Then they would fill this out, right? They'll fill that out and then submit it. And once they submit it, it goes into my email inbox, as I showed you earlier in this video. I'll get a notification, and I can call this person back either that day, or sometimes I'll call people the next day. I've been so inundated with stuff that a lot of times it'll take me 48 hours to get back to them, and that's okay too. Don't worry about it. You don't got to call people that second. So don't worry about it. Okay, so let me just back over here, go back, Okay, I'm obviously not going to post this here, so I'm going to go back. And pretty simple, you know, it's pretty simple, it's pretty straightforward. Okay, last but not least, you just want to track and improve, and I've already showed you that a couple of times throughout this video, is you can actually see which ads are being clicked on the most, which ads are working. A lot of times you might have to, you know, play around not only with the ad or maybe the image of the ad or the title, but sometimes you'll have to play with your online application, because maybe you're not being strong enough. Maybe you're not, you know, maybe you need to tweak those questions a little bit, and that's okay. But that's the purpose of tracking, so you know what to tweak and what to play around with, and just improve it little by little. Just improve it, and if you do that, like I'm testing some things now. Okay, like a lot of the things that I showed you today, especially the ad that I showed you, the actual ad I showed you earlier, which is, I think it's this one. Yeah, I'm actually testing this ad right now. Okay, and I don't know if it's gonna convert the best. Okay, because I'm still playing around with it. But even though I'm testing it, I'm still generating, you know, anywhere from about 5 leads a day. My best was probably about 10 or 11 leads in one day. Sometimes I'll get a little bit more than 5. Sometimes I'll get a little bit less. But it doesn't matter, okay, because I'm testing it. And the cool thing about it is these are hot leads. Because if I'm out there, if I'm growing my email list by 50 out to 100 emails a day, right? Because that's what it's averaging about. And I'm building my list, which I'm gonna do. You know, I want to do that. Okay, and I encourage you to do that as well. But I'm getting on the phone with, you know, hot leads every single day. Guaranteed, I'm gonna sponsor people. Guaranteed, I'm gonna build my business. And so this thing works. Okay. Again, this doesn't take priority over calling your warm market. This doesn't take priority over putting together a home party or a launch party and inviting some people over and sharing the business with them. This is extra stuff. Okay, extra. So I want to emphasize that I opened up with that, and I want to end with that, because again, I don't want you to get it twisted. I don't want you to do this all day long, right? Post an ad on Craigslist and then sit back and then, you know, wait for people to answer your ad. You need to be proactive. You need to be calling people that you know. This is just extra gravy on the side. Okay, this is just extra stuff. So hopefully you got some great information here. I'm actually going to end this webinar. If you have any questions, go ahead and send me those questions on Skype, or send them to me on Facebook, or email them to me, or give me a call, and I'll go ahead and clarify anything that maybe wasn't clear. And then perhaps if there's a lot of questions that come in, I'll probably do a follow-up video or a follow-up live webinar to this, and maybe go into a couple of the other tactics that I use, and maybe give you some more strategies. Maybe I'll show you how to use the 1-800 number method. I'm actually testing that as well too, and also how to set up the lead capture page method. But for now, you'll get away with this. I mean, this is plenty. Okay, and again, it's free to open up a Wufoo account. Okay, so hopefully you got a lot out of this. This is Jamie Soriano from New York. I'll talk to you soon, guys, and I'll catch you on the next video. Have a good one.